Right, so hello everyone and welcome to the Division 3 online Formula Racing race number 5. We're racing here today in Spain and we've got a light rain track at the moment, so this is going to be interesting. So we have one 18-minute quali that's going on right now, then we've got a 25% race followed by a 25% race with reverse grid, and we've already got a yellow flag in sector 1. It looks like one of the Ferraris has come off. That was pitch black actually. Let's hope he's okay. Looks like he's getting back up to speed. I think these guys are going out on softs already, so they're trying to get out and quickly do a lap before this track turns too wet. Have they made a mistake? Are they going to have to come back in? Would it be best to go on intermediates instead of dries and pop in a quick lap while the track is still just a little bit damp? I think so. I think these guys have made a mistake. Now, Mats has come off, so I'm quickly going to jump to Mats because he came out really early on the set. He's come back in, so Mats has come back in. Let's quickly jump to the... Who is it? Izat. Izat is also out on the softs, and he's going to stay out. He's going to try and do a lap. So Izat's on a lap. Right, let's stick with him and see how he goes. This is a 16-corner circuit, clockwise circuit as well. When you're coming up to turn 1 going downhill here, normally you'd want to take as much curb as possible and brake at about 60 meters, but he's staying on the track right now and making sure. He's absolutely, flying at the moment. He's not had any understeer or oversteer. It doesn't look like. He's had a little bit of a lift as he's going around turn 3, but that's it so far. He's managed to keep it on as well, and he is on a hot lap. We've also got one of the Williams going out as well. I think that's Leica. Let me just check. Yes, Leica is stayed out. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like that could be Mats again, or his teammate at least, young Stinson. But Leica and Izzatia are currently on a hot lap on the soft, so although Mats gave up, he might have had some damage actually, and that's why he came into the pits. But currently, the two guys that are out on track right now are still going for it. Izzatia is absolutely flying. Looks like he has managed to get this setup sorted in this light rain weather. So you can see he's lifting, coasting and braking a little bit earlier than you would expect normally in the dry, and that is to account for this damp, slip, wet track. But he's doing okay. He set a purple middle sector. Can Leica beat it? I think Leica has set a purple middle sector now. Let's check. No, it's not Leica, but someone has. Sorry about the quick jumping. Lex is in front of Izat right now. Lex has come back into the pits and Izat is coming to cross the line, so let's see what type of time he could get. DRS still open, so it's still technically a dry track, and he pops in a 1:27.6. Now we're going to jump to Leica and see what time he can do. He's just coming through the final chicane at 14 and 15 there. Already back up to about 75% throttle there, back on the gas. Let's see what he can get. Nowhere near Izat's time, but he does pop in a 1:32.5. And he still had full ERS as well, so is he still going for it? I am not sure. Maximus, great to have you in the stream. Shame you couldn't join us today, but, good luck with your exams. I'm not sure if Leica's going for another lap. Let's check his sector 1 time. So it's going to show up now in the top right-hand corner. He's 2/10 up, 2/10 down, I beg your pardon, so he has lost out, but I think he might still be going for it. Now, Stinson, the new driver, has just put in a 1:27.5. That's put him into pole position. And then another new driver, Carter, it's Mizclick3 here. He has put in a 1:29.4. Both of these are new drivers just this week, and both will be racing in Division 1 this weekend on Saturday at 5 PM UTC. So you can see they've surrounded Izat so far. I believe him and AJ are currently our fastest drivers, but Izat's now... Jan's just put in a 1:29. Let's just see what tyres these guys are doing them on. So they've all put them on soft so far, and Tom's out on the inters right now, so it's going to be really interesting to see what Tom can get. Let's just jump to him and see how he's doing. He's just going through turn 5 right now. Really fast left-hander at 6, almost not a corner at all. It'd be interesting to see if Tom can get anything near a 1:30 on these inters, because they might be just a bit too slow. But Leica crosses the line and puts in is 6/10 up. He put in a 1:31.8, and he is going again. So he's just going to keep going, and hope this track dries out. Let's wait and see, but we'll jump to Tom now, who is on his hot lap on the inters. You can see he's got his ERS still set to high. Leica's running with 0 ERS there. So So here he comes up to turn 13. Oh, gets a huge snap of oversteer, but manages to save it. He's not going to get anywhere near a 127. He's probably looking at about 130 right now. 131, 132 maybe. I don't think the intermediate tyre was the correct choice here. There's no DRS anymore, so it is a wet track. He's popped in a 134.9, and it looks like he's going for it again. So he'll have to try and improve on that. But right now, Stinson is in first place with a 127.5. Shame we didn't catch that lap, but well done to one of our new drivers. Definitely going to give Izat and AJ a run for their money. So I think most of the drivers from the pits, we're just going to quickly jump to young Stinson just to see where he is, because he looks like he's still on a lap, so he's just gone through that really fast right-hander at turn 9. Let's see his sector 2 time. He's 0.3 up. Okay, something's going on here. This guy is too fast. Let's see if he can improve on his 127.5 on a damp track with soft tyres. It's still raining. You can see it visibly, quite clearly there. It is still raining. I think he's going to improve. So he's currently on 2-lap-old soft tyres, and he did do a 127.549, and he's just put in a 127.212, so he's improved. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. It looks like something's going on with one of the Mercedes. Let me see if I can quickly find out which one it is. Who's in the Ferrari? Sorry, it's pitch black. So we're going to ride on board with Pitch and see how he gets on, because he's got someone following him right now. It looks like it's one of the Mercedes, and he is going out for a lap right now. So let's see how he gets on. Behind him is Tom. It was Tom who was coming in on those intermediate tyres. So Pitch Black is on a hot lap right now. Let's see how he does. So here he comes on the downhill approach into turn 1, staying in 7th gear, not going all the way up to 8th, drops down to 4th gear, turns in, takes a nice amount of inside curb at 1, flings the car around for 2, pushes the car wide as he's coming into 3 so he can turn in and not suffer from any understeer. But it is damp, and he has still been pushed quite wide, and we saw a little bit of a lift from him there. But here he comes under turn 4, brake just as you go under the sign or the bridge there, the big yellow sign, comes around turn 4. You want to push the car as wide as possible here normally, but because these cars have been taking an inside line, it's going to be damper on the outside, so you don't want to do that. Comes into turn 5 a bit heavy, goes slightly wide there, but he has not invalidated his lap yet. Let's see where he brakes for turn 6. Reasonable braking point. I would have expected him to brake a little bit earlier actually because of the damp track, but maybe this track is drying up. Let's see how he flings the car around turn 9, stays in 6th gear, has a little bit of a lift as you would normally. We've got yellow flag in 1 and 2. It looks like it's AJ or Jan. It's AJ. It looks like AJ's holding up one of the Mercedes there. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, here he comes round turn 10. Oof, almost loses the rear, and actually almost loses the front as he just flies through turn 11 there, but he manages to correct it, goes through 12 nice and smoothly, takes a little bit of inside curves as he goes through 13, and now he's going through 14, drops it down to 2nd, little bit of gas, ease off through 15, and he's coming into the pits. So that he wasn't happy with that. I think he could have set quite a competitive lap as well, so I'm not really sure why he didn't carry on. But right now we're going to jump up to AJ, who's gone super wide there in the Haas. I'm not sure which Mercedes is. Oh, it's either misclicks. It's either Carter or Tom. But we'll stick with AJ for now just to see how he gets on. He is on a hot lap and the track is drying up. You can see there's not that much rain anymore as well. So we're going to see faster. He's coming in. He's coming in. So I think he's going to wait until the track gets warmer for him to set a time. But he is in now, unless he's got wing damage. I'm not sure he has. But the next ones are Jan, Carter and Izati. Carter has just started his lap, so we will jump to him. So here Carter comes, DRS wide open, 8th gear as he approaches. He's braking slightly on the curb there. You don't want to do that if it's damp, but he managed to seem fine with it. So he takes a lot of curb at turn 2, swings it round in turn 3, gets a huge kick of oversteer there. He managed to drift around the corner at 3, but managed to save it as well, so well done. Brakes just before the bridge there, eases off first, then brakes, keeps it to the inside line round turn 4, doesn't push it wide as you normally would. And again, that's probably because a lot of these cars have been doing it, and it will be drier there. But the track is drying up a lot now. It doesn't look like there's much surface water on there at all. It's all being absorbed through the very porous concrete. Tarmac, beg your pardon. And here he comes through turn 9, stays in 6th gear with a little bit of a lift, mostly at 75% there, so that's also great to see. DRS wide open, brakes at about 100 meters. We've got yellow flag in sector 3. One of the Williams has come off. That will be atomic spinning because Leica is still in the pits. Let's just quickly see if he's okay. He's back on the track now, and he is fine. Good. So we're going to jump back to Carter as he turns into turn 13, approaching the chicanes now at 14 and 15. Takes a little bit of curb there, maybe a bit too much. Maybe it rotated his car a bit too much, I don't know, but he's coming flying round corner 16 now. And let's see what time he could put in. He was on a 1:28.448, and he's now put in the fastest lap of the 1:22.231. And Izat follows with a 1:20.518. So this track is definitely getting drier. Now we've got Pitch Black, Atomic, and AJ on a hot lap as well. AJ's pulled over. Is that? No, that's not AJ. One of the Ferraris has pulled right over, and that's Pitch Black. He's out. I think Pitch Black has retired from the session. I wonder what happened there. Interesting. But Pitch Black has retired. His car is still there on the entry to turn 10 on the straight, the second straight with the DRS. Some drivers are about to pass him. Let's just quickly jump to AJ because he's going to pass him very, very soon. Oh, he's already off the track now, so no more yellow flag. We've got yellow flag on the pit straight, but that's cleared as well. A lot of weird things going on, but we're going to ride on board with AJ because I think he's going to be the one to watch now because he is one of our fastest drivers that have been with us quite a while, and he is the guy that these new guys are going to want to beat, if not is a T. So we're going to not ride on board because it looks like he's... Oh no, it's not glitching, it's okay. Okay, so here he goes, starting his lap right now, goes super deep into turn 15, nice speed through turn 16, and let's see how he does. So he's got his DRS wide open, going slightly uphill here, and it's now going to drop downhill as he goes over the bank and approaches turn 1. You're going to see him take a lot of curb there on the outside, turns in, drops it down to third gear. You normally see him doing it in fourth there, takes a bit of inside curb at 2, and swings his car round turn 3, almost boomerangs it round to maintain his momentum. Right, brakes down into fourth gear just after the bridge. That was very late braking for him, but you can see he's one of these drivers that likes to push that car as wide as possible, brings it to the right hand side of the track as he goes through turn 5 there, drops it down to third, second, and then back up to third, using the gears really cleverly there. Keeps it in fourth gear. He hasn't invalidated his lap as he's just approaching turn 9. Let's see as he lifts slightly, goes back on the throttle, lifts again, and then goes back on the throttle at 100%. So that was very nice to see as well. His DRS is wide open as he is approaching turn 10. Brakes at about 75 meters, I think, there. A little bit later than usual again. He's really going for this lap. Doesn't take really any curb at turn 11. Gets a nice line through turn 12. Let's see how he does into 13. No lockup at all. Drops it down to third. Early upshift into fourth. A little bit of curb at 14, a lot of curb at 15, a little bit late on the gas, but I think this is going to be an absolutely blinding lap from AJ now. Now let's see what he does. He was on nothing, and he's now set at 1:17.9. So an amazing lap from AJ there, as we see Jan go second with a 1:19.3. So congratulations, Jan, who's riding in the Force India. That was a hell of a lap, but I don't think he's going to be in second place for long, because we've got a lot of these drivers now coming round. Oh, we've got yellow flag in sector 2 and 3, so it looks like Lex might be holding someone up. We're going to jump to Mats quickly because he's on a hot lap right now, and I think Lex was just letting Mats through there. And then behind Lex we've got Tom on a hot lap as well. Lex is on the medium tyres. Let's see how he does. Oh, nice entry and exit from turn 15. Nice. He put him in a beautiful position into turn 16. DRS wide open, and Matt sets a 1:19.7 on the medium. So look for an alternate strategy here, because if he's going on the medium, so it's definitely going to be a medium soft race if there's not any safety cars. But if he's going on the mediums, an early safety car might be a disadvantage for him, although if he stays out he will be able to go longer, but then he'll be disadvantaged towards the end of the race. So that's going to be an interesting one to look out for. We've got yellow flagging sector 3. It looks like one of the... Is that Jan? Jan's come off in sector 3. I don't think he was on a hot lap though. Excuse me a second. I don't think he was on a hot lap, so he should be okay. He's gone yeah, he's taking the MotoGP line through here, and he's coming straight back into the pits. So who else? It looks like one of... Oh, Jan's lost his wheel. Jan has retired from the session, understeered into the pit lane, and lost his front left wheel. Let's hope his car comes off track as quick as possible, but he is off the racing line, which is good. We've got a Williams that's flying around the track right now. It's either Atomic... It looks like it's not Atomic, it's going to be Leica. So we're going to jump to Leica because he's about to start a hot lap, if he's not on one already. No, he's on his out lap right now, so let's watch. He had to have a little bit of a lift there, so that's going to affect him, unfortunately, to avoid Jan's car. Not sure why they haven't moved Jan's car off the track yet. Let's hope it's clear. Yeah, it's cleared now before the Mercedes got to him. So let's see how Leica does. Takes a lot of curb again, just like AJ. Turns in, takes a nice amount of inside curb at 2. Avoids the curb at 3. And here he comes. Oh, sorry, round turn 3. This super long right-hander. So we're again seeing a lot of different lines being taken. Pushes it very wide into turn 4. He was very early on the throttle there. Has a nice entry and exit into turn 5 as well. Just kisses the outside curb as he's going through turn 5. Doesn't take it too much inside at 6 like you see AJ doing. I think that would be the shorter distance. I think AJ's got it right there, and these other drivers have got it wrong. But we'll wait and see. Leica comes around turn 6. Only a slight lift there, and he managed to get back up to 100% throttle very, very early. Now let's hope this traffic in front of him does not affect him. It looks like it's one of the... It's Izat, and he has got right out of the way, so good job there, Izat. Leica jumps into turn 12 there, carrying so much speed as we see young Stinson getting out of the way for him. Leica drops it down to 3rd. No early upshift as we saw AJ do into 4th there, but he is absolutely flying right now. Takes a big chunk of inside curb at 15, pushes him wide through 16, but here he goes. Let's see what he can do. It has put him in 3rd place, so it was a 1:19.5. He has got the last spot on the podium right now. He's not going to start on the front row, unfortunately, but that was a hell of a lap from Leica there as he goes wide and lets Mats through. No, not Mats. It's going to be Young Stinson. So Young Stinson's on the mediums right now, and he's going to be on a hot lap as well. So let's see if he can improve on his mediums. If he can start in pole on mediums, that is going to be something. But AJ has done a 1:17.9 so far, the only one to break the 1:17s, and Izat is on a hot lap now as well. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see. So I think Young Stinson is going to be the first one to cross the line out of the ones that are on track right now. So we'll stay on board with him. He's just going through turn 7 and 8 now. Let's see how his lifts through turn 9. Again, just a very slight lift. These guys are flying, and he's invalidated it. He has invalidated the lap, so he's going to have to start again. He needs to turn his ERS down, or he's coming into the pits. So next up, it looks like it's a... Is it T? Yes, it's Izat, and he is on a hot lap. Ooh, I think he was a bit messy with the gears through turn 12, but let's see. Ooh, I think he's going to improve quite a bit here. I think you might see us in the 1:17s. Yes, he does a 1:17 fastest lap, 1:17.8, and he takes pole position. So who's going to test him? Next up is one of the Ferraris, and it's Lex. So let's ride on board with Lex, and following Lex is AJ. So we're going to jump to AJ immediately after Lex finishes his lap. Let's see what Lex can do. He puts in a 1:23. Good job, Lex, and AJ's coming into the pit, so AJ's given up. He's not going to be able to beat Izat's time there. Young Stinson has qualified on the mediums as well, so he's not going to be able to beat his time, and that's everyone. So in first place we've got Izat, in second we've got AJ, in third we've got Jan, who unfortunately did not finish the session, but in fourth place we've got Leica with a 1:19.5, and then fifth is Mats. Then making up the rest of the grid in order is Tom, Atomic, Carter, Lex, Stinson, and Pitch Black. So going to be an interesting race. I did not expect this. I did not expect at all for the qualifying to end like this, but it has. So let's wait and see what happens.